morning, dear children. Welcome to online class. Myself, Miss Sujatha. In the previous video, we have solved some problems. Today, we will continue exercise number 1.2. So, your next question is like this. Now, I am reading. Observe. Fourth one, a merchant had 78,492 rupees with her. She placed an order for purchasing 40 radio sets at 1200 rupees each. How much money will remain with her after the purchase? So, the question is very simple. Here, there is a merchant and she had some rupees with her, 78,492, and she wants to buy 40 radio sets for this amount. What is the amount left with her after purchasing 40 radio sets? Now we write first sentence as the cost of 40 radio sets. To get the answer for this line, the cost of one radio set, that is 1200 rupees. And we need to multiply this number by the number of radio sets. She had order that is 40. So, once we multiply 1200 by 40, we will get our product as 48,000 rupees. This is the total cost of those 40 radio sets. Now we need to find out how much money she had left with her after making the purchase of radio sets. Before solving, we need to write one more sentence, that is, how much money she had before purchasing. She had 78,592 rupees, but the total cost of 40 radio sets is 48,000, which we have already solved over here. Then subtract this number 48,000 from 78,492 rupees, which she had before purchasing those 40 radio sets. Once we subtract properly, we will get the difference as 30,492 rupees. So, this 30,492 rupees is the money which is left with her after purchasing 40 radio sets and the price of 1200 rupees each. Fifth question like this. Now I am reading. Observe. To stitch a shirt, 2 meter 15 centimeter cloth is needed out of 40 meter cloth. How many shirts can be stitched and how much cloth will remain? So imagine you want to 40 meter cloth you using to stitch a shirt 2 meter 15 centimeter cloth. So 40 meter cloth, how many shirts can be stitched? Now we write first sentence. Length of cloth need to stitch a shirt that is 2 meter 15 centimeter. Be following this convert data in centimeters. That's why we are going to convert these 1 meter equal 100 centimeters. Same 2 meter equal 200 centimeters plus 15 centimeters. Now we'll get 215 centimeter. Next, we also write total length of cloth available, that is 40 meter. And we convert 40 into 100 centimeter equal 4000 centimeters. Next, we need to divide these 4000 divide 215 centimeters. If you stitch a shirt from the 40 meter of cloth, you will remain 130 centimeters of cloth. Now 130 centimeters convert into meter and centimeters, we will get 1 meter 30 centimeters. Question shows that how many shirts stitched in 40 meters cloth. The next question is like this. Now I am reading. The distance between the school and a student house is 1 kilometer 875 meter. Every day she walks both ways. Find the total distance covered by her in 6 days. So, there is a girl and The distance between her school and her house is 1 kilometer 875 meter. But she walks two ways, from her home to the school and school to the home. In this way, she walks every day. Let us find out how much distance she covered in 6 days. First, we need to write the distance between students, her house and her school. That is 1 kilometer 875 meter. And then we need to convert the same distance if she walks both ways, that is 1875 multiplied by 2. We will get 3750 meter. Next, how much distance she will cover 6 days? If she walks, we need to multiply here by 6. We get product has 22 kilometer 400 meter. So, this is the total distance that girl will covered if she walks both ways. So, this is story problems can be solved by understanding properly. Let us moving to estimations. Estimations is a reasonable guess of the actual value or a close guess of the actual value, usually based on some thought or rough calculation to make an approximate or rough count, measurement or calculation. So, there is a scale of 0 to 10 numbers. When we round the numbers, if the last digit is more than 5, you will round off to tens. If it is less than 5, you will round off to the previous tens. Let us moving to the rounding off to nearest tens. There is a digit 28. So you can either nearest 10 we will take rounded off 20 or 30. These are the two tricks. But see here 8 is greater than 5. So we will write rounded off to the next tens. Now we write rounded number is 30. Next we will take 22 number. If rounded off tens, which means 20 or 30. Here 2 is less than 5. So we will write rounded off to the previous 10, that is 20. We see that the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 are nearer to the 0 than to 10. So we rounded off 1, 2, 3, 4 as 0. Number 6, 7, 8, 9 are nearer to 10. So we rounded them off as a 10. Number 5 is equidistant from both 0 and 10. It is a common practice to round it off as 10. Now let us moving to rounding off the nearest 100. Let us say the digits of 460. 460 closer to 400 or 500. 460 is closer to 60 is more 50. So we will round it off to nearest 500. If we have digit 621, so we will round it off to 600 or 700. 621 is more closer to 21 is less than 50. So we will round it off to 600. Numbers 1 to 49 are closer to 0 than to 100. So are rounded off to 0. Numbers 51 to 99 are closer to 100 than to 0. So we are rounded off to 100. Numbers 50 is equidistant from 0 and 100 both. it is common practice to rounded it off as 100. Now moving to the rounding up to the nearest thousands. Here the digits 1621. So 1621. So we will round it off to 1000 or 2000. So 1621 is more closer to 621 is more 500. So we will write rounded off to 2000. Here numbers 1 to 499 are nearer to 0 than to 1000. So these numbers are rounded off as a 0. Numbers 401 to 999 are nearer to 1000 than 0. So they are rounded off as 1000. Numbers 400 is also rounded off as 1000. This is today's videos. I hope you understand this video. If you have any doubts, WhatsApp me.